What's going on, guys? This is Carl with the Racerred channel. Today I'm doing a review of my motorcycle and bicycle riding history. This is my first bicycle ride. As I take off, I knew what the future held. It was a lot of motorcycling. Here I am on the Z50. This is not my first ride, but I had this sweet helmet that was like a 3/4 face helmet that belonged, I think, to my aunt as she was a kid. She wore that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
And that helmet is still in the family. That is, that's the OG right there. There's my brother going up the hill with a 1977 IT 175. That thing is still ridden to this day. And here he is going down the straightaway that we had right next to our house. This was a old plane landing strip right there. And we used to do high-speed runs on that thing pretty much constantly. And I'm sure you guys can relate to a lot of these. I decided to post them for that reason. Also, it just shows a lot of motorcycling that I've done. And eventually I would upgrade to an XR100, as you can see right here. This is a 1997 XR100. And I did a lot of jumps with the Z50, but eventually it was just too much on that little thing. I was way too big for it. So I upgraded to the XR100. And in a rare occasion, I would actually ride the IT 175, like right here, but not very often. It wasn't my favorite. It was a bit too big for me. So here I am back on the XR100, tearing it up. My original number was number 20 because of Barry Sanders, the football number, and also because of Doug Henry. So it started out as number 20 and added the 4 to the end of it eventually. And I think number 4 was my number on the YZ80 after number 2, so eventually I just added it all together to make 204. This is my dad on the IT 175. This is actually something that he bought brand new in 1977, and he's very comfortable on it. And you can see this is his bike. My Husqvarna TE250 will probably be this for me. This is probably going to be a bike that I will keep for a very long time, probably forever. So he's had his IT 175 for a very long time, old Yamaha, and it still works pretty good, pretty low to the ground, got a nice cushy seat, kind of low on power, but still a nice old 2-stroke. But he's had a lot of races on it, still has his race number on there. There I am rocking out on my XR100 and hitting some jumps. And here's a little bit of bicycle footage. I used to do some trials and freestyle stuff on a BMX bike. And this kind of shows the progression through just bicycling and motorcycling on up through until I get to the full-size bikes. This is a YZ80 that I purchased, or my parents got for me. And yeah, the first number on it was number 2. But man, it was so fast. I just remember that thing hitting the pipe and I was just hanging on, like almost falling off the back. It was ridiculously fast. So that's what I remember about it. I remember it was way fast for the first year that I rode it. But a lot of bike and a lot for me to grow into. I actually had this bike for many years until I was ready for a 125. Which is, I think I switched to a 125 when I was 15 or 16. Going through the canyon here. Another surprising thing about the YZ80 was it was actually pretty good at doing trails. If you geared it down a little bit, it would actually lug fairly decently. So I got around on it pretty well. I was able to do most of the Idaho single track on this thing. And I got pretty proficient on it. It was a good little bike. Ran really good. And man, little upgrades made huge differences on those things. There's the 360 off a ledge right there. There's a lot more footage to that. I should have probably added a little bit more. And you saw briefly the new KTM. That's the 2001 KTM 125, the horsepower cone for that time. Flying down the road on my BMX bike, and then here you see the the first helmet camera ever. My dad had a milk jug with a helmet cam, and this is going to be like really fast. I'm just showing little clips here and there. At a later date, I'll probably go into more detail because these old videos are tons of fun. All these old bikes are cool to look at, and it's cool to see the progression from not riding at all the way up until now where I have mini bikes and stuff like that. Here's a little target practice. Pretty funny, my dad said you didn't hit it.
Yeah.
But here's a trip to Canada, and we're going through Helena, Montana here. We're going up into Canada. And man, that was a fun trip. Went through Yellowstone National Park. There I am in the white.
Out in the middle of the street here.
That was before, let's see, that was right when I was able to get my driver's license. So actually took my driver's ed course and got my motorcycle license, and I actually rode a motorcycle before I was driving a car, I'm pretty sure. This trip was right on the wire. I had to pass my course like right before we went on this trip. And this little video clip I found is hilarious. I don't even know what it is. It's just funny. I'll let you guys watch it. It's my friend and I doing some sweet stunts here. As you can see, we made some really great videos growing up. I just wanted to show this one.
Really?
Yeah.
We tried to make ourselves look as dumb as possible. And here I have fallen and I can't get up. My ankle's caught in there and my friend's just laughing and videoing. That's usually what happened. A lot of laughing and videoing of my crashes.
I'm recording. No. I'm recording.
Sketchville right here.
Sir, that's not stable.
Things are rickety and creaky and we're going for it anyway.
Oh, no.
A lot of good times and a lot of adventures. Definitely a lot of cool stuff to see. Doing some tricks on the old BMX bike. And that's it. I just wanted to throw a bunch of clips together, a bunch of random stuff, rapid fire, really rapid fire on this video. But just wanted to share some of that with you guys, and I hope you enjoyed it. Hopefully you can relate to your first rides and to some of your bicycling and motorcycling adventures. It's cool to look back on some of this stuff. So anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.